We're here with Bill Hale, the founder of the Hale Group. Bill, you've been involved for many, many years in the food service industry. How did you get started in it?
It was back in the late 60s, early 70s, one of the first. I was a consultant. Been a consultant all my professional career, and I was working on a automated donut machine for Dunkin' Donut as a food technologist. And I had an MBA, but I wasn't quite sure what I was going to be doing. And I met these guys from this fast food company, and they were like cowboys. I mean, it was just the wild, wild west. But I thought, you know, this business model, I didn't call it a business model, of course, but this business is going to grow, and they're going to need consultants. And nobody else is covering them. That's where I'm going to focus my effort. So I decided to focus on chain food service. That's where I really started my consulting practice.
And what were some of the highlights of your career doing that with the chains?
You know, I've had an opportunity to work with some of the leading fast food companies when they were really, this is now mid-70s to late 70s, coming in the 80s, where they were beyond entrepreneurial and just putting up stores. Their business was getting more complex. And the opportunity to work with some of these entrepreneurs and help them develop more of a strategic vision, a long-term vision, and learn the principles of business and how to adapt their concepts to make them continually relevant. I mean, it was a privilege and a blessing just to work with it because, again, it was new, exciting. I've loved it.
And what do you think are the big changes that you've noticed since the 60s in food service?
You know, one of the most notable changes, and it came up at this conference today, is what I would call the shrinking of the street, the independent restaurant. It is very hard in today's economy for an independent restaurant operator to start up and be successful. The risks are enormous. Capital is difficult to get. So it's this continual shift into a more chain-oriented, multi-unit-oriented. But we're now seeing also these regional chains come in, and they're bringing new vibrance so that it's not just the bigs, it's a chance for the smaller chains to be successful as well. But that's a big change. Second is the sophistication in supply chain, that it's not just buying product. It's really wringing out the cost, being more innovative on menus, and we continue to see that. So anyway, there's so much that's changed. And I don't think we're at the end of it just yet.
And you mentioned innovation. There's been a lot of innovation in the last 3 years because of the recession. What innovations have you found the most exciting?
Probably, well, they're on a couple of different levels. On one level, the innovation is a menu, what the consumer will see. And we've seen the addition of more excitement in the menu, working with basic ingredients. But quality, certainly the quality of the ingredients and the flavor profiles have become more complex, more exciting. So on the menu side, there's been innovation. But there's also been innovation in, again, kind of the business of the business, how chains have gone to capturing information so that they can better understand their customer coming in the front door. And loyalty cards, credit cards, debit cards, all that starts to provide information and insights into the customer's behavior. And we haven't had that before. We're just starting to get smart at that. But that's going to allow one-on-one marketing. So when I come in the door, Bill Hale comes in the door of their store, they're going to know that. And they're going to know what my preferences are and what stores I visit. And I think this one-on-one marketing is something that we're just starting to see the tip of the iceberg on. That's got to be a major innovation.